The film opens with a flashback that takes us deep into the tragic past of Gollum. We see Smeagol and his cousin Diggle fishing on the river Anduin. Diggle finds the ring, and its dark power instantly corrupts Smeagol, leading him to murder his friend to claim the ring for himself. This sequence shows Smeagol's transformation into Gollum, setting the tone for the final chapter exploration of corruption, redemption, and the struggle for one's soul. In the present, Frodo and Sam, guided by Gollum, continue their treacherous journey to Mordor. Gollum's sinister plan to betray them is in motion as he leads them towards the secret path of Tirith Ungol, which hides the monstrous spider Shelob trap. The tension between the three travelers grow, with Gollum whispering lies to drive a wedge between Frodo and his loyal friend Sam, making Frodo doubt Sam's intentions. Meanwhile, Gandalf the White and Pippin make their way to Minas Tirith, the city of Gondor. Pippin curiously has led him to gaze into Saruman's palantir, revealing Sauron's plans and forcing Gandalf to seek the steward of Gondor's aid. They arrive in Minas to find the city's steward, Denethor, in spate of despair. Denethor mourns the death of his son Boromir and dismisses Gandalf's warnings about the coming war, showing little faith in Aragorn's claim to the throne. As the shadow of Mordor spreads, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli realize they need more than just the armies of Rohan and Gondor to defeat Sauron's forces. Aragorn confronts the specters in the paths of the dead, summoning the cursed army of the dead men of Dunharrow to fulfill their ancient oath. This sequence empathizes Aragorn's growing acceptance of his destiny as the true king of Gondor. As Sauron's army prepares to attack, Pippin lights the beacon of Gondor, signaling for the aid. We see a breathtaking landscape as beacon after beacon is ignited, reaching all the way to Edoras. King Theoden answers the call, rallying the Rohirrim to ride to Gondor's aid. Eowyn and Merry secretly join the riders, determined to fight despite Theoden's orders. The forces of Mordor, led by the Witch King of Angmar, launch a massive assault on Minas Tirith. The sky darkens as the orcs unleash a barrage of fire, siege towers, and a giant battering ram named Grond. Gandalf takes command of the city's defense, trying to hold back the overwhelming tide. Denethor, driven mad with grief and fear, abandons his people, attempting to burn himself and his son Faramir. Pippin manages to save Faramir, while Gandalf confronts Denethor, who ultimately perishes in his madness. And just when hope seems lost, the riders of Rohan arrive, led by King Theoden. Their charge into enemy lines is one of the most exhilarating scenes in the movie, embodying courage and defiance against the overwhelming darkness. However, the Witch King and his fell beast swoop down, mortally wounded Theoden. Eowyn, revealing herself on the battlefield, faces the Witch King, declaring, "I'm no man." With Merry's help, she kills the Witch King, fulfilling an ancient prophecy and avenging her king. As the battle rages, Aragorn arrives at Minas Tirith with the army of the dead overwhelming Sauron's forces. This turning point marks a crucial victory for the forces of Middle-earth. Aragorn releases the dead from their oath, and they vanish, leaving behind the shattered remains of Sauron's army. Minas Tirith is safe, but the war is far from over, as Sauron's eye turns towards Mount Doom. Back in Mordor, Gollum's treachery reaches its peak as he leads Frodo into Shelob's lair, hoping to reclaim the ring from Frodo's corpse. Shelob, a giant and terrifying spider, attacks Frodo, stinging him and wrapping him in webbing. Sam, who had been sent away by Frodo under Gollum's deceit, returns just in time to fend off Shelob, believing Frodo to be dead. Sam fights violently, wounding Shelob and rescuing Frodo from her lair. As Sam grieves over Frodo's body, he realizes Frodo is still alive but unconscious. Orcs from the nearby tower find Frodo and take him prisoner, believing him to be dead. Sam, armed with Sting and a vial of Galadriel, sneaks into the tower to rescue his friend. He overcomes the orcs through wit and bravery, finding Frodo and reuniting with him. Sam returns the ring to Frodo, and together they continue their journey to Mount Doom. With victory at Minas Tirith, Aragorn decides to lead an assault on the Black Gate of Mordor. This is a desperate attempt to distract Sauron and draw his gaze away from Frodo and Sam, giving them a chance to destroy the ring. The combined forces of Gondor and Rohan march to the Black Gate, where Aragorn drives an inspiring speech calling his allies to fight for freedom, peace, and the future of Middle-earth. The army charges, clashing with Sauron's massive horde. As the battle rages, Frodo and Sam reach Mount Doom, but the weight of the ring and the journey's toll are nearly too much for Frodo. In a powerful scene of friendship and sacrifice, Sam carries Frodo upon the mountain, where they finally reach the fiery chasm where the ring was forged. However, at the last moment, Frodo succumbs to the ring's power, claiming it for himself. Gollum, driven by his obsession, attacks Frodo, biting off Frodo's finger to reclaim his precious. And their struggle, Gollum falls into the lava with the ring, destroying it and himself. With the ring's destruction, Sauron's power is undone. The Eye of Sauron collapses and the Dark Tower of Barad-dûr crumbles to the ground. The Black Gate falls and the remaining forces of Sauron are swallowed by the earth. The armies of Gondor and Rohan rejoice as the shadow over Middle-earth lifts. Frodo and Sam, trapped on the erupting slopes of Mount Doom, are rescued by Gandalf and the Eagles, bringing them back to safety. Back in Minas Tirith, Aragorn is crowned King of Gondor, embracing his destiny. His coronation symbolizes the dawn of New Age, with peace and unity restored to the kingdoms of men. Arwen arrives and Aragorn takes her as his queen, fulfilling both their hopes and dreams. Aragorn acknowledges the hobbits, bowing to them, and the entire city follows suit, recognizing their courage and sacrifice. After the adventures, Frodo, Sam, Merry and Pippin return to Shire, where life continues as if nothing really happened. However, the hobbits are forever changed by their journey, and Sam finally marries a Rosie Cotton and starts a family. The Shire remains untouched by the war devastation, a testament to the hobbits' bravery in protecting their home. Despite the victory, Frodo remains burned by his experiences and the lingering wound inflicted by the Witch King. Realizing he cannot find peace in Shire, Frodo decides to sail to the Undying Lands with Gandalf, Bilbo, and the elves. In a truthful farewell to the grey heavens, Frodo entrusts the Red Book of Westmarch to Sam, passing on the story of their journey. As the ship departs, the remaining hobbits watch, knowing their friend has finally found peace. Sam returns to Shire, embracing his wife Rosie and their children. Sam's journey from a simple gardener to a hero of Middle-earth is complete as he continues Frodo's legacy, living a life full of love and happiness. And that's how the film ends.